All righty, welcome to day 153 in the second year of RobLynn Live and Ollie,
The Wonder Dog.
the Wonder Dog. All right. This is day 518 of consecutive RobLynn Live broadcast without a miss. And today's the 24th day of January 2024. So let's talk a little about today, if we could. Oh, first off, I need to mention to everybody that we're coming to live on a live stream provided by the fine folks at the Tech Center of ONPASSIVE. So, compliments to Mr. Mafar. We are able to live stream, which we're doing, as we broadcast on OConnect. Now, reason for this being, we'd love to invite as many of you as would like to join us on ONPASSIVE through the affiliate link of Miss Nakamoto. And how do you do that, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. You go to RobLynnLive.com, RobLynnLive.com, and that'll get you there. All you got to do is fill out the paperwork. It's a short form paperwork, shorter than the IRS form that those of you in the United States are used to filling out. Very short. And you get yourself an O-mail and a password, as well as 3 free products for thee and me. So, O-mail, O-net, and O-trim are all on the house. So get after it. What are you waiting for? Go to RobLynnLive.com. I'm so used to saying RobLynnLive.ai. I choked on .com, so sorry about that. You can either go to RobLynnLive.com or RobLynnLive.ai.
You like the AI one there.
It's easier on the vocal cords. John Barilla will tell you that. All right. Can we talk a little? May we talk a little about today? I think we shall. 10 a.m. brought you live with Marty and Chris. Chris is in Florida for about 30 days or so, living life large on his cousin's 3 acres. He's plugged in and he's ready to go. He's got power, full power, and I think she has internet and found that out today. So he's probably not going to use the hotspot anymore because that seems to burn out on him. Yeah. And also he's got running water, so he can take a shower right there on the property. Only thing is he had to dig a hole for the waste material that he's been providing. So between he and the dog. So, and that dog's name is Bella. Bella. All right, 11 a.m. brought you Red from somewhere on a cruise ship. I think he's on the way to Grenada, or maybe he even landed in Grenada. Wow. 12 p.m. brought you Straight Talk. That's right, Straight Talk with RobLynn and Dolly.
The Wonder Dog.
Ooh, truer statement cannot be made. Then at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was time for OP360 with Marty, Red, and Chris with special guest star Ash Mafar. Ash joined in today for about an hour or so. And now it's 8 p.m. and you've got RobLynn Live Network production of RobLynn Live and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Woo. Doggies, we're glad everybody's here. It looks like we're up to 30 of you fine folk. Let's keep getting that number up if we can. If we can't, we won't. And we won't worry about it because we deal in quality. All right. So tonight, on this beautiful winter night in Florida, where it was 74, 75 degrees today, not too
shabby.
And we're going to have our round table with our panel. And here's how we do the round table, if I might add. We'll go for a little bit with announcements, and then we'll introduce you to our panel. They will tell you where they're from. And tonight's question is, which animal do you associate yourself with, a dog or a cat? or a mountain lion, or a tiger, or an elephant, or a giraffe. So we'll see what the panel has to say on that.
And remember to, I'll call on Carmela last. She's requesting to go on last.
She can go on last.
Thank
Anything
you.
for the girl from Israel? No problem at all.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, that was news to me, but thank you for that. I just put a mark next to a name, last.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sue, where are we now? We're in the praying. Oh, I almost forgot. At 11 p.m. tonight, which is 12 p.m., it's lunch with Sifu Francis and the OES folks, including Michelle Comstra and the one and only Chris Tiazone, as well as Rose Juliana and others, as Francis answers questions on his Q&A, which is held every Wednesday night. So we continue with question Q&A for most of the night. All right. Please pray for Ash, his lovely wife, Ashmahan, and their two smart guys, their kids. That would be Omar, the author, and the one and only Yusuf, who looks to be like he's headed to aerospace industry. All right, all right, all right. And please pray also for the tech group in Hyderabad and the media group, which is mostly in both Hyderabad, Abu Dhabi, and Dubai, as well as Egypt. And we are just everywhere. We are like a runaway train. We are on fire, 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 right, Muhammad? Come on. Oh, yeah. All right. We've got a few announcements. Did we want to keep the announcements for now and maybe go with them once we get on OConnect itself, right? Or it doesn't matter? Whatever I want. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. We'll go with the announcements now. This way we get all the formalities out of the way. First off, withdrawals. Okay, you've heard now you can make withdrawals. So what are you waiting for? You want some of that green? Come and get it. All right, all you got to do is go to the withdrawal area in your wallet. And you can withdraw in cash or you can withdraw in cryptocurrency. That's cryptocurrency with a CRYPTO. Crypto. And if you had already made a selection for a withdrawal, it's not too late to change your mind and maybe up the amount, change the bank, change the crypto brokerage that you're dealing with, whatever you need to do. And all you got to do is go on OFounders and drop one of those fine support tickets in. Tell them your OES number, your name, your OMail, and your alternate email, as well as the amount that you had originally selected for withdrawal. And they'll get back to you usually within an hour or two with whatever change you want to make. And then it's easy peasy because what they do is they release that money back into your wallet to where it's available again, which is something we couldn't do before. And Ash did mention today that it's upwards of 37 million, 38 million that'll be going out to the founder/affiliate group / customer group. And that will be within the next, it's going to start within this week or next week, and which is still January, and then continue on big time. So that's 37 million already that's going out to the founding members or the founding member affiliates. Not too
shabby,
if I do say so myself. All right. If you haven't already migrated, you know the drill. Get after it. Sign the NDA or NDAs. Get your affiliate link or links. Check out the OP YouTube channel, if you would please. It changes every day. Check out the newest ONPASSIVE website. It changes on Mondays. Woo! This is better than a diaper change because you're off to the races. All right. If you know someone who needs help, by now you know the drill. Come on. Give them a helping hand because helping one helps the whole family. Helps the whole family. So think about that. We are a massive movement. We are one family. So think about your fellow brothers and sisters in the family. I'm going to give myself some applause. There it is. Since we're not using the resounds just yet tonight. All right. All right. Attend webinars and chats if you have time. Okay, nobody's putting a water pistol to your head or a broomstick, you know where, to make you want to go to webinars and chats. But we find going to webinars and chats, you get some good quality information. So our panelists are here already. And please subscribe when you can, when you have the fundos, to OConnect. You'll be glad you did. You can host a webinar. You can be a co-host. You can be a panelist or an attendee. Whatever you want. If you own it, you own it. All right. This isn't like leasing a car. And our panelists for this roundtable tonight, I'd like to mention them one by name, and then we'll come back to them because we'd like them to tell us where they're from and what animal most resembles themselves, or what animal do they resemble most.
Not physically, but the traits of the animal.
Right, that's what I meant. I'm not looking for anybody to have paws, or anybody to have whiskers, or anybody to have green or black stripes. No.
What animal traits do you feel that you have?
All right, good enough. So we've got Sifu Francis Tay, Carmela Fire in everywhere Schwartz, Chris Tiazone, Pedro Jose Estrada. Greg Hill is off tonight and he's feeling ill with a cold.
Pray for him.
However, that's right, prayers for Greggy. And however, Mel is here. John Badia, also known as John Barilla, is here. Mayor Sherbate is here. So there. Everybody's here.
Yay.
So tonight's question for this esteemed panel is, what animal, either domestic like a dog or a cat, or wild like a tiger or a lion, or a giraffe or an elephant, are you most like? What do you resemble?
That's a good question. That'll be fun. A fun question to
All right. Now I think we've gone over everything. We've gone over the game, the rules. Now, do we want to go to our panel now, one by one, and see what questions they have, or did you want to play the song first?
No.
Okay.
We're going to do the questions, and at the end, as I said, we do the theme song. Then we stop the live stream, and we go to OConnect only.
Easy peasy. All right. So here we are. Let's kick this thing off. Shall I call on one of our esteemed panelists?
Yeah, we're starting the Q&A now.
Right. Starting the Q&A now. And this is where the panelists will ask you folks a question and expect good answers because you guys are plugged in and tuned in.
So we want your name, your country, and what animal do you feel you have traits of? What you relate to, which animal you feel is kind of has traits that are like your traits, basically.
All right.
And then we're going to have you ask a couple questions, right?
Right. Well, we're trying to get 2 questions in tonight. Some nights we get 3 in. We're going to reel it in. Now, this is sign for fishing.
So Pedro, he
Sign
says,
for fishing.
me. Do you? Oh, okay. Let me bring him.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to
Can you
start
type
off
his
if
name? Type his name. I can't reach the keyboard.
Pedro, sure. Oops. I better know. Pedro Estrada. Make him a speaker. And make sure you mute Pedro if you would, please, until you speak. Uh-oh.
Pedro, it's not responding. It may be your internet, but I did send you the speaker link in your text. You should have that speaker link, so you can try with that because I can't bring you in right now from the attendee list. It might be your internet, so you may have luck using the speaker link, which I already sent you. Okay, try that, please, Pedro. It's in your text.
All right, and we're going to start off with, if we may, Mayor Sherbate, and reason being, he's got to be off to work in a little bit, over to the pharmacy. So, Mayor, talk to us, please. Tell us where you're from and what animal you feel like you resemble or has your trait.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Very good evening to all of you. My name is Mayur Shirvate. from India. Today's topic and what animal we like say about that. So I love and I like that peacock. Peacock is an Indian national bird. It's recognized in 1963. I like peacock because there is feather. Most of is very colorful. When rainy season is coming, they flourish their feathers, and their feathers most of the time um, we collect it and we store at the um, in houses, and that colors is very beautiful, and natural color is uh, never been created by anyone. So that feathers, when you collect it in bunches, it will be very use and very as a poster, like we use that. And in ancient time in India, so they feather used for the written any papers. Okay, so there is most of importance in the Indian culture. Most of the time they peacock use and uh, in kings are used for their in their for gardens, and their voices is uh, very loud in when in morning session there is a pin of silence there. So if a peacock getting any noise, and that noise is very far reach to that people, where they recognize that as a peacock, as a peacock is sounding for that. And birds are is uh, it is borderless. They go each and a country. That's I like the best for the peacock is that. So thank you for that sharing, for giving my opportunity for this RobLynn show. So thank you, sir, from myself.
So did I get that right? You feel like you resemble, or the peacock resembles you, right?
Resemble is that my Mayur name is coming from Mayur's meaning is that peacock.
Oh.
Ah, there we go. There's some real meaning there. All right. Thank you, Mayur. We're going to come back to you pretty quickly, because we want to get at least one or two questions from you before you have to shove off for work. So that all being said, let's go to Mel Mel. Mel Mel, tell us where you're from and what animal do you resemble, or what what animal resembles you?
Thank you.
Tonight.
You make me laugh, man. It's good. It's all good. Thank you, RobLynn. Good night, everyone. I'm Melanie from Dominica, Dominican Canadian, and the animal that I most resemble is the eagle. I love to soar. I love to know that I am flying high, because the eagle is strength. The eagle is encouraging. The eagle can go as high. And sometimes you feel like you're falling flat, but then you pick up again, and this is the eagle for me. So always signifies strength, and I want to be like the eagle. I want to take my flight as high as I can. I mean, it started in the Bible. I'll just say quickly, Isaiah 40:31. It says one of the most recognized scriptures in the Bible, where with the eagle, there's hope. So it says, those who hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. Okay, they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and they will not faint. So I always believe biblically that my strength is as high as I can go, and that's about it. So I am big on the eagle.
All right. You're going to be soaring with ONPASSIVE too. I have no doubt about it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mel Mel.
Okay.
And well, let's go to, while we're in the ladies' room, let's go to Carmela.
She wants to be last.
Oh, you wanted to be last. Wait a
Hello?
minute. Oh, back the bus up. Oh, up. Time out. Time out. Okay, Carmela, you'll be last. Sorry. Let's go to John Barilla.
I knew you were going to do that, and I wanted to be last. What is this? Oh, no.
You can be second to last if you want.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah. So my name is John Barilla, and I'm from originally from Steubenville, Ohio, but I live in New York City for most of my life, and that's in the USA. So that's where I'm from. And you know, these questions, there's no way I can pick one animal. So I just real quickly, I'll just give you that I'm a couple of animals, and it depends because I'm like a chameleon. I change a lot depending upon who I am and what I'm like. So I would say that I'm a doggy because I'm loyal. I'm a horse because I'm sleek and run fast and I have good sense. I'm an elephant because I never forget. And I'm a cat because I think I have 9 lives. So that's my answer to the.
All right.
And I look like any one of those animals depending upon what qualities I'm experiencing.
Well, that's because you're a chameleon. You can change at the drop
I'm a
of.
chameleon, exactly.
Let's swing on over and talk to Chris Tiazone. Chris? Could you unmute Mr. Tiazone? Mambo hi. Mambo hi.
Hi, mabuhay to everyone. Yes, I'm Chris Tiazone of the Philippines. And yeah, Mel already mentioned the animal. So it's the eagle. The Philippine eagle has a dark face and creamy brown nape and crown. The back of the eagle, the Philippine eagle, is dark brown, while the underside of the wings are white. The heavy legs are yellow with large, powerful dark claws, and the prominent, large, high arched, deep beak is a bluish gray. So that's coming from Wikipedia. Um, well, uh, the question is now for me is, what does the Philippine eagle symbolizes? I'd like to share it to you, to everyone. The Philippine eagle is a national symbol for rich Filipino heritage that epitomizes the Filipinos' tenacity and resilience in overcoming the odds to achieve its goal, soaring high as our eagles amidst all diversities. So I am like an eagle because I like to soar high. So I that's perhaps this is the same the the ASL of eagle. I, and I'd like to say what I learned in the deaf community. I could be like a cat also, or the horse. That's all. Thank you.
All right, Chris. All right, all right. Man, oh man, that sign language is working. It's working. That was Chris. Sifu Francis is not in the house yet. However, the one, the only Pedro Estrada. Jose. Say hello, Pedro. And what kind of animal do you resemble? Or what animal resembles you, I should say?
Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. That is a pretty interesting question. I have observed nature, and I like to imitate some qualities of certain animals. Not to be like them, but for example, the dove is as innocent as dove. The serpent is cautious as a serpent. And sheep, obedient as a sheep, humble. That's what I strive to do. It's not easy. My personality is very outgoing sometimes, and so I have to control myself. And but remembering these qualities of these animals, it's good for me. It helps me to not to be so let's say uncautious or too brave to take steps that I shouldn't. But yeah, if I would say one animal, sheep is okay. Lamb, lamb. Uh, uh, be cautious as a dove, as a serpent, and innocent as dove. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know, people do things that they don't mean a lot of times. They do it out of imperfection. So I like to accommodate imperfection and always wait, because they might realize that they have made a mistake, and they might come back with an explanation, which I am willing to accept if it comes from the heart. So that's about it, about animals. Even though when I was young, my brother and I were called cats. He was the big cat because he's older than me by a couple of years, and I was the little cat. I guess because my brother has kind of greenish eyes, and I have sort of not exactly green eyes, but color eyes, and so they would call us cats. So if I would imitate a cat, it's okay. I don't like to catch mice, but I have if they get in my garage.
All right.
So
you guys
yeah,
were
that's
the
it
cool
for
cat.
the
cool cats. All right. We'll be back to you in a few moments. We'll get a question or two from everybody, of course. Let's move over to Sifu Francis. Thank you for that super sticker, Sifu.
Thank you.
And welcome. Thank you for coming.
Sorry, I'm late a bit today. We caught up in the traffic jam.
Oh.
Yeah. Good morning. Thank you for inviting us back again for this roundtable Q&A. Okay. In the Chinese culture, we have this zodiac. So zodiac, and in our parents, the Chinese always still believe that when you are born in certain month, certain year, they believe in this 12 animal cycle. Like this coming New Year, Chinese New Year, we are going to have a year of the dragon. This Chinese New Year, but I was born in the year of the dogs. So if you talk to the old folks, you cannot run away. You say you behave like this and that, and they say you must be from the dragon or from the dog, from the lion, or they just do. I don't like to be called under this zodiac, because I also a Christian. I don't believe in this. But the personality, like what you some of you have said, I think the personality, as I was a introvert, I think I'm more like a sheep, gentle and yet quiet, but then as I grow up, different of the role that I play, now I look like a lion. I behave like a lion, protecting the weak and the poor, and trying to defend the so-called your loved one, the family members and the friend that is weak, and tender. So I would say I'm not a lion, but I would prefer to learn the character of the lion now. Thank you.
All right. So lion, and we can't call you lamb chop anymore, I guess, since you're not a sheep. We can't call Pedro a lamb chop. All right, let's wrap this up in this round with the last girl or first girl, Carmela Fire Schwartz. Hello, Carmela.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carmela, and I am from Israel. I love all the animals. My favorite is the dogs, which is loyal, and I have many dogs with me and around me for many years already. But my character in the Chinese, as Francis says, is a leopard, tiger, and I think I'm similar to the tiger because I have brave to do things that others don't do. I'm a brave woman. I didn't know that, but from time to time I see that it's true. People tell me you are a brave woman, and I feel that it is because I do things that other people don't do, and it's in my nature. For example, I took 5 dogs, and I grow them up with me, and not regular dogs. There was the dogs that the people wanted don't wanted them, and the security country said that they have to go with a mask because they are dangerous. They call them the dangerous dogs because they bite people or something like this. For example, the name of the dog is oh, I forgot the word. I had 5 dogs all together, and they were biting sometimes one each other because the dogs are animals anyway. And I learned how to treat them and how to survive with the dangerous dogs. And I took them when they were in a cage. They were before dying, so I saved their lives, and they were with me for all the years they live until they died.
So you have a heart. You were a dog, and you're a dog lover, so you have a heart. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff there, Fire. And now, let's see. Now we're going to go back for the questions, if we may. Let's go to Mayur first, since he has to scoot off to work. Could we have a question for the attendees?
Okay, thank you, sir. My first question for all attendees and panelists. There is a ticket status in our OES. How many section is there, and what their names? How many section in ticket status, and what is their name?
Okay, we got how many sections? How many sections of what in the OES?
Ticket status, in ticket status.
Ticket status.
In support when we raise a ticket.
Yes. There is a section in ticket status. When we tap the ticket status, how many section is there, and what is their name?
Okay, so there's a section called ticket status or status. How many sections are in the ticket status section?
All right. I think we got that now. Let's go to not just our panel. Let's swing on out to the attendees.
All right.
What say you, attendees?
Let's see if anybody's answering.
I'm going to adjust the air. It's hot.
Dog is man's best friend, says Brenda Ross. Ferocious. Somebody said ferocious dogs or something. Ferocious dogs, says Mel Mel. And in Singapore, Singapore is famous for white tigers. Once time new, said Sadananda. Yeah, let's see if anybody's answering the question. And Irena is the first to answer. She says 3. Sarananda says 2. Lao says 3 sections. And Charmaine Ung says she thinks there are 3. Juliana Mbambo says 4. Ranjan Paramanic says 3. Any more guesses? Brenda Ross says 3.
Seems like 3 may be the hot ticket here.
3 or 4. Melanie says 4. She says they are pending status, closed, open, and we are here to help. Those are the 4 sections. And Don Swihart says 3. Hi, Pat Green.
Well, all righty. The question and answers are in. Let's go back to Mayor. Could we have the answer, the correct answer, please?
Yes, most of the given right answer. There is 3 sections there. The one is total click, pending clicks, and third one is closed ticket. Yep, tickets. Okay, 3 section is there. My second question is that it is a little bit simple, but tricky. Which part, which section is there? It is common in all OES. They show in all product like O trim, O-net, and OML. OML and O-net, there is a common link is in that section. So what is the common link in there?
What is the common link?
Right now show in O-trim and O-net and OML. But there is all connected in future.
So how are they connected? What does each one of those have?
No, not app. Section like that. There is common link in there. OML or ONET. Right now. There is.
Yeah. Maybe you want to write that in the chat.
Yes.
That might be easier. We can read.
If you could write that in the chat, we'll read it. Thank you.
Thank you. And in the meantime, as we pause for a little bit,
we'd like to say a big thank you, as usual, to 𝗥cie Benny. She's living in Australia, however, born, raised, and bred in the one and only Papua New Guinea. And as just about everybody on the planet knows, 𝗥cie's been working hard to get things done for the people in Papua New Guinea. And we appreciate her support very much here at RobLynnLive.
And look for a lot of activity from 𝗥cie as she has a lot of dreams for the village in PNG. And you will all see it as it unfolds. It's very exciting. 𝗥cie says, I am a tiger, although they could be selfish from time to time in the little things. They are capable of great generosity. So she associates herself with tigers.
She's a generous person for sure. Okay, well, thank you, Tiger.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back to Mayor. His question is, what is the common link in OMail and ONet? What are the 2 common things in those 2 platforms? Did I get that right?
What is common between
OMail and ONet? Right.
It's something that OMail and ONet have in common. What is it?
Right.
That's what he's trying to
okay.
say.
All right, Mayor, we'll go with that. What is common in OMail and ONet? All right, panelists, if you know, spit it out. If you don't know, we'll go to the attendees. We're going to the attendees anyway.
To rephrase it, I think it's what's the commonality between OMail and ONet. That's just what I'm thinking. But let us see.
What are the right things about OMail and ONet? Would that be a good way?
Let us see what the
All
guesses
right,
are.
let's see what the guesses are. Let's go to the attendees.
Communication with others.
Right, that's Brenda Ross.
Mm-hmm. And we have, there is an echo. Oh, that's coming. No, if you don't, now mute you for now because there's an echo from you. We'll unmute you later. Isabel says, okay. Friends. Irena says the commonality is friends.
That's true.
Right. Any more answers there?
Any more answers to the commonalities between OMail and ONet? Well, here we go. We got who's that? Miriam.
Miriam Weberg. Hi,
All right.
Miriam. Nice
Miriam.
to have you here. Very nice.
Video and text to speech. Ooh, that's a good answer.
Video
and text to speech. And Mel says communication. That is a common link between the two for sure. And who else? I truly miss you guys when I'm not here.
And that's from Jeanette Bowman. Nice
All right, Jeanette, we're glad you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You can send a video for others to see. That's coming in OMail and ONet. That's Brenda Ross.
Right.
Any other answers, please? Could we have the envelope, please? Let's see. Oh, no. Jillian says, I think connecting to the new OConnect will make our network connections good. Okay, and that's a commonality.
Right.
Any other question or any other statement?
Charmaine says,
both serve as social media functions. Oh yeah. OMail is socially acceptable and so is ONet. Good answer. All right. Any other answers to the question of my
we are using commonly used in our mobile also. Giving some hint about that, and we use in our wall also.
Okay, the hint is we commonly use mobile phones and also we use wallets. So those are just little hints for you guys to lead you to the.
Oh, they both carry money.
Wall. In wall, on the wall also.
Okay. Sarananda says common connection system, speech to text. That's the answer so far.
All right. I think we better go back to you, Mayur, for the answer, please.
Is it your profile? It's a commonality.
Oh, the profile by Mel.
Okay, we're ready for the answer.
Okay. The common is there is a calendar.
Oh, that's right. Oh, man. How easy a question could that have been? Come on, man. Oh, my goodness. That's an excellent question, man. You stumped the panel. You stumped 7 attendees, and you stumped Mom and Dad here. Oh, my goodness gracious.
One of that, when we use calendar, there is OConnect. When we some scheduling in that, we see that there is OConnect webinars link. Webinars. How many days and coming days, past complete days, all are there. Maybe they are connected, and in OMail also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Outstanding. Thank you. And anytime you have to go, just wave at us, and we'll acknowledge you got to head for work. No problem at all. Thanks for those 2 questions. Oh boy, let's go to Mel.
Thank you.
That wasn't remark.
That was tricky. That was good. That's good memory tease. Thank you. The question I have is in ONPASSIVE website, there's an article posted on January 22nd, right? That's this year, regarding smart devices for smart people. In the ONPASSIVE website, it describes IoT. What does IoT stands for?
All right. What does IoT stand for? There was an article written and it appeared. Was that on the website? Is that what you said?
Yeah, ONPASSIVE website. On the
ONPASSIVE website. What is IoT? Who knows? Who said that first? Right out of the. Who was that? Toy him?
Francis Tay.
Francis Tay. You better know that, Francis. If you're introducer to it, you better know it. And here we go. Look at all those people from Singapore have the right answer. Look at this stuff. All right, Sarananda says the Internet of Things.
There you go. I'm just trying to read for you. Highlighting who said what. Okay.
Okay, that's Toy and Karina. That's all Singapore. Sarananda says Internet of Things. And let's see. Mayor says the same. And Chris Tiazone from the Philippines decided to jump on board and say the Internet of Things. And there's Jillian Hanna says the Internet of Things. And of course, Brenda goes with Francis because she knows a good thing when she sees it. Internet of Things. And Ron John says the Internet Connection. Ooh. And let's see, Ken Roy says the Internet of Things. And let's see who else is here. Is that it? And Karina Lance says Internet of Things. You guys have been comparing notes. All right, Internet of Things. Let's go to Mel. Mel.
Keiko.
And Keiko says Internet of Things. Why does everybody have the same answer?
Yeah, it is the Internet of Things, and Internet of Things is correct. And I have the second question as the second part of Internet of Things.
That's fine. Let's go with question 2.
All right. Question 2. Those two are blended in the Internet of Things. What are those two? And they're blended to drive advancement together, right? So what are the two things that are blended to drive advancement?
Okay. In the Internet of Things, what are the two items that are there to drive advancement? In other words, push us to the top, the new top. All right. Oh, man, these questions tonight. All right. Let's go to the panel. And while we're at it, let's go to the attendees.
Okay. Give them time to think.
Da 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 da. Okay, we've got Jeanette says all products and platforms are simply amazing. AI and ML from Dawn Swihart from Ohio, and AI from Ken Roy, AI technology from Brenda Ross. I think we're on to something here. And who else got an answer for Mel? And Karina says AI traffic and solutions. Oh, she's zeroing in on it. And let's see, AI from Ron John. And from Keiko, it's robotica.
Good to see you too, Pat.
Glad you're here, Pat. And AI from Ron John. Data center. Ooh, from Mayor. Good answer. And ML and DL with AI from Sarananda. Ooh, zeroing in on it there. All right, Sarananda. All right, I think that does it for the answers on Mel's second question. Mel, you're going to have to straighten us out. What in the world are you talking about, girl?
Yes. So again, you gave the answer Internet of Things. So the two that will drive advancement are the Internet of Things and robotics. I think Keiko mentioned robotics, I think. So it's Internet of Things and robotics. And they are devices that are Internet of Things devices and powered physical devices. These are the things that will drive advancements.
All right. Thank you, Mel, for your two questions. And now, without further ado, let's go to Sifu Francis. Lay it on us, Francis.
In the OConnect menu, it said that 100 co-hosts is available. How many co-hosts currently is allowed?
I know that one. Oh yeah. All right. And
In the OConnect menu, it said 100 co-hosts is available. How many co-hosts currently is allowed?
All right. Let's go to the panel. Oh, Mayur says 10. Mayur says 10 co-hosts.
Love those questions, Mel from
See, Mel, you
Karina.
got a fan out there in Karina. And Carmela Schwartz says 100. 100. Oh, Carmela. 10 says the one and only Karina. And Toy Him says 10 are allowed now. Oh, you guys have been studying. And Sina says 10.
Sadananda, it's not clear to me. I am able to know afterwards. Yeah, you'll find out the answer.
Charu, just keep an eye on the board there. 10 from Sina, 10 from Charmaine. C2, Deborah Long says 10. Could it be 10? It looks like it. Keiko says 10. And Ranjan 10. Brenda Ross 10. Sadananda is going with Carmela 100. Holy moly. And Mel says 10. All right. Do we have any other answers? John Barilla said 10. He's holding up 10 fingers anyway.
He said no.
No. Oh, is it 100? What do you want to call it? 10? Oh, you're just holding up 2 hands. Okay, I got it. All right, back to the Sifu himself. Go ahead, Francis. How many co-hosts are currently available?
10.
It's 10.
Oh, now you're going to do a John Barilla and give us this.
Remember we learned sign language? This is the sign for 10.
10 right here. Hang 10.
10. Shake your thumb. That's the sign for
Shake,
10.
shake, shake.
American sign
Shake
language.
your booty. All right. Well, there we go. Francis, I know you've got another question looming in the back of that 57 Chevy of yours. Go ahead.
Okay. What is the maximum images you can see in your OConnect? Maximum.
Maximum what? I didn't hear you.
Images.
Oh, images. Oh, is that on page 1 or total?
Yes. Total.
Total. All right. What is the total number of images you can see in OConnect at any given time? All right. Let's go to the panel. They don't appear to be jumping on that question. All right. Let's go over to the one and only attendees. Go.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out which one came from the other question because they were both numerical answers, right? I think the 10s are from that other question.
Right. All right. Mel says 24. Pat Green says 25. Armin Hogue says 24. Could it be? 25 from Karina.
But sometimes we see 11, 12, 13, etc. in such sessions, says Sadananda. True.
And Karina says 25. Cheryl Best, 25. Sadananda, 25. 24 from Armin Hogue. 25 from Cheryl Best. 24 coming from Ilasu. And Mayur says 24. And Ranjan says 25. All right.
Currently, it's 8 video layout on the panel, says Chris.
All right, Chris. Let's see what Seta has to say.
25 says Seta.
25 says the Seta. Oh, now we got Karina's going to pick 24 or 25.
And Keiko says 24.
24 from Keiko.
And Karina says LOL, laughing out loud.
This is not a laughing matter. All right. Let's go back to Sifu Francis for the real answer.
Well, it's true that sometimes your screen can be 25, 5 in a row, so you got 25, right? Sometimes you only have 6 in a row, you have four rows, so 6, you got 24. So depend on your screen. Right, thank you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sifu, for your 2 questions. Let's see. Let's go to Jean Buddy. John Barilla. You got 2 questions for us, buddy?
Yeah, okay. And since the last time everybody said my questions were too long and too hard, tonight they're going to be easy, I think. I hope. Make it a little bit fun, not too hard. Anyway, so the first one, and it's a fill in the blank. Ash, you know Ash Mufara? Yeah, okay. Ash never intended ONPASSIVE to be a revenue maker, but instead a blank maker.
All right.
Fill in the blank.
Ash never intended ONPASSIVE to be a revenue maker. Ash's intention was for ONPASSIVE to be a blank. Blankety blank. All right. That's it from John. Panel, I don't see you racing to the chalkboard with the answer.
Oh, that doesn't be easy.
Don says value maker.
Value maker.
Mel.
Humanity from Mel. Value from Mayor. Sina says
Humanity.
humanity. And philanthropist maker says, ooh, Armin Hogue, look at you go. All right, all right. And then we got Brenda Ross says to uplift humanity.
Brenda Ross is freedom.
Freedom from Brenda.
Deborah Long, humanity.
Humanity.
Sadananda says, wait, hold on. Sadananda says restaurant food and ONPASSIVE.
Oh,
Jillian.
a restaurant.
Jillian says to uplift humanity and good businesses. Karina says for humanity. Cheryl Best says new internet service. Juliana Mbambo says blessing. Keiko says value maker. Aseta says, oh, hi, brother. Oh, she's saying hi.
Boom.
Yeah. And then Ilyasu says uplifting humanity. And Pat Green says to help others, the homeless, etc.
John Barilla, what's the answer? And Aseta says humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess it was harder than I thought. It was in the conversation that was in a couple of different times in webinars where people talked about what we were supposed to be or what we were supposed to do, and that is about dreaming. So the answer would be not a revenue maker, but a dream maker. Dream bigger. Dream bigger. Remember that?
Dream bigger.
Dream maker.
Dream maker. All right, all right, all right.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm glad we had a lot of different answers because they were all in the ballpark.
Right.
Yeah.
And
now again,
while you're at it.
yeah. And again, this one, it's one where just kind of got to be in the ballpark. I have like 3 in mind that I would really consider, but have fun. Here's what I want. You know how we have catchphrases, slogans. So what I'm looking for is not the most overused. Well, you could say that. But what I'm looking for is, the slogans that have been around. We've heard them a lot, and we still use them, even if they went back a ways. So just think of one. Let's have fun with that. Try to come up with what I'm thinking of, what would be, oh, yes, of course. But that's okay. Just come up with some of our more used slogans, and that would be good enough. But I do have 3 in mind that are really everybody should know. So,
all right, what is the most popular slogans used in ONPASSIVE? Would that be a good question?
That's close enough. Just one that's been used many, many times. Yeah.
Many, many times. Oh, I think I know a couple. All right. Let's go to the panel. Let's go to the attendees. What is the most used slogan? We've got.
I'm going to scroll up to see if I miss anything. All right. I don't think so.
All right. It sounds like the first guess is right here, right now, In It to Win It by
Eileen Cowell.
Eileen Cowell. Karina says In It to Win It and hashtag Catmo. And Irina Stexala says Live or Die. Ooh, these are all good. And Melanie Marcano says In It to Win It. The future of internet. Ooh, Toy Him. Francis, she was paying attention. And Dawn Swihart says Stack the Cool. Stacking the cool. And let's see, Do or Die from Karina. And it's a done deal. Oh, we're getting all these. By Brenda. I see that one. Thank you. Patricia Green, Pat Green. Dorothy says a business of art. And it's a done deal from Toy. Jillian says hello. And what Rob says all the time. Oh, yeah. Okay. And Francis says In It to Win It. The future of internet from the one and only C2, Charmaine. Solution for the pollution. Oh, I like that one.
That's from
And
Isabel.
And also ONPASSIVE is the future of internet, according to Karina. And we're in it to win it, Jillian says. And no one will be left behind. Ooh, Toy M. And here's another one, all done for you. And that comes from Juliana. All right, all right, all right. And we've got Mr. Ulusu says, do it or die daily. And we're in it to win it, according to Aseta. Oh, this is getting a lot of answers. Correction to the corruption from Jillian. Correction to the corruption from Sina. In it to win it from Cheryl. There's multiple answers here, John. And the solution to the pollution from Jillian. And we will own it. Oh, another one.
From Jeanette.
From Jeanette. All right, all right. 3D from Sadananda. And Sina says ONPASSIVE is unstoppable. And Mel says a solution to the corruption. And Total Internet Solution, TIS from Keiko. And it's a done deal from Deborah. And Jillian says we're going to the new top where our ears will pop. Oh, there's an oldie goldie. And Correction to the Corruption by Karina. And Triple D from Jillian, do daily or die. And the same thing from Jillian. That was Sadananda. Same thing from Jillian. Hindu. Jillian.
Sina says it's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
Kenroy says it's a done deal. Jillian says we are the future of the internet. Karina says trigger. And Kenroy Gallion says it's a done deal. Juanita's answer, God knows best. And we have Don Swihart saying correction to the corruption.
All right, Johnny, bring it.
Yeah, that was fun because there were a lot of answers, and most of them we've heard them many times. And I just had in mind, I wasn't going to pick one right answer, but the three I thought that would come up a lot, and they did. And one that might have been the most was we are in it to win it. Another one was correction to the corruption. And also, we will see you at the very top where your ears will pop. So, but all those others were so familiar to us. That's what was fun about it. We have so many that we've heard so many times. You know, I'm so happy that you came up with In It to Win It, though, because I think that might have been the one that got the most. And that was what I had as the number one. But it didn't have to be the number one. They were all good.
All good answers. Thank you very much, John. All right, let's go to Pedro Saladas by way of Pedro Jose Sada. Go ahead, Pedro.
Yes, there are three comprehensive communication tools produced by ONPASSIVE. What are they and when were they made available to early affiliates?
Okay, repeat that one more time. I heard three communication ideas.
Three comprehensive communication tools.
Tools, okay.
Three.
What are the three communication tools that were made available to ONPASSIVians and when? Is that pretty much it in a nutshell?
Right.
Okay. All right, panel and attendees, let's have some answers.
Great question, says Don Swihart. Waiting for answers.
All right, here come, and great question, Don says, you're right. Come on, kids, you can do it. Here we go. Irena Stexala says, OMail.net, OConnect. And so does Karina. And Sina says the same thing. Oh, you guys have been talking. And who else? Who else we got here? Come on. Jump on the bandwagon. It's okay. It's okay. And here we have Mel with O-Tracker and O-Verify and OnJoy. Woo, good answer. And Carmela says OConnect and OMail. I just saw Brenda Ross go flying by. And she says OMail, ONet, OTrim. Carmela says OConnect and OMail. OMail, according to Cheryl Bess. And OMail, ONet, OConnect from Sadananda. And OMail, ONet, OConnect. No. OMail, ONet, OTrim from Brenda. And OMail from Cheryl Bess. And hello to you, Clover Kelly. And OMail, ONet, OConnect from Francis Tay. OConnect, OMail, OTracker from Dorothy.
Pat
Mayor
Green.
says the same. Pat Green, sorry, got the name wrong. And according to Brenda, she doesn't remember when they were available. And Mayor is going with the same answer. Right, it's Cheryl. Carmela says OMail, OConnect, and something. And I don't remember when it was first available. That's according to Brenda. And OMail, OConnect, and OMail. Okay. And here's Dawn saying OConnect, ONet, and OTracker. Clover Kelly in the house, and Clover says OConnect and OMail. Kenroy says OMail, ONet, OTrim. And let's see, Ilyasu says OMail, OTrim, ONet. Jillian says OConnect and OTracker. All right, all right. Oh, more answers. Seta says OConnect, OMail, and ONet. And who else we got answers from? OMail, OTrim, ONet from Deborah. Clover Kelly. Oh, no. Greetings to Clover Kelly from Irena. Ellen or Eileen says Verify, OConnect, and OMail. And Kenroy says OMail, ONet, and OTrim. OMail, ONet, OTrim from Juanita. All right, let's go back to the one, the only. Pedro, what's your answer, buddy?
Well, the majority had it right. The three are OMail, OConnect, and ONet. OTrim is not. So because these are communication tools. And OMail was released March 1, 2023. OConnect was released May 1st, 2023. And ONet, May 25th, 2023. They are right in the blog of ONPASSIVE. So it's I got them from there.
All right, very good. Thank you, Pedro. Have you got a second question, or should we come back to you?
Okay, let's go with a second question.
All righty, dighty.
AI question. AI has been in the development for many years, but 2024 is expected to be the very first year that it will be put to use to replace some activities that humans were thought to be the only ones that could perform. So the development is being in with AI algorithms in replicating genuine photographs. That's one big area. And also the algorithm can have image generators. And so there are some industries that have already seized on this opportunity. And so name the two areas, the two fields that AI is already being used, replacing human activities that were thought impossible.
All right.
Two fields.
What are the two fields that within ONPASSIVE are
these image replicators can be put to use in these two main areas.
All right. What two main areas can the non-human, let's say, tools be used? Is that pretty much it? No. I might have missed it.
No. There
Okay,
are
go
two
ahead.
areas of human activity that are being replaced by AI algorithm replicators.
Okay, I got the idea now. What are the
And,
two areas that are being
and
replaced by AI?
they can replicate photographs, genuine photographs.
Okay.
Right.
People understand him.
I think
There
everybody
are
understood you but
two
me.
specific
So,
fields that
okay.
AI algorithm.
Okay, what are the two fields that where AI?
It's not necessarily. We're going to get to ONPASSIVE, how ONPASSIVE will use this.
Okay. So
All right, we've already got a pile of answers, so we better go to the panel and the attendees. Good night, Keiko.
yeah, take care, Keiko. She has to run. All right. So we have search generative experience by AI. ANS that.
Avatars by Sina. And chatbots and security. Ooh, good answer.
By Irena.
By Irena. And then Cecil Weir says avatars.
Avatar.
And in the medical field, according to Mel, could it be machine learning and healthcare? Healthcare and avatars, according to Isabel. Chatbot and avatar, according to Deborah Long. And Sina says, how about fraud activities on the internet? ONET. And let's see, we've got Herberto here. What did Herberto say? He's one up. Oh, just hello. Okay, Cecil Weir says avatar, very clear. And automotive systems when you call businesses, according to Brenda. And Karina missed the question. And Cheryl Beth says avatars. And there's Angela. And Mayor says in operation and theater. Ooh, good answer. O-verify and protection, according to Mel. And let's see, there's Mr. Ilyasu. He has to leave, and things aren't good in Cameroon. Please take care, sir.
The network's not good.
Right, that's what I was getting to, the network. Please take care. And Sadananda says SGE with AI. Ooh. Maybe. Healthcare, according to Jillian. And good night from Irena. So there we have it, Pedro. Let's have the real answer, please.
What a great answers. People really thinking what ONPASSIVE will do with AI. The two industries that are already seizing on this AI algorithm is fashion and architecture. They can use real models with this image replicator, and then see how they look on a real model before they even create anything. The same with architecture. They can design a building without starting to build. So it's a big advantage because the ones that are interested in the building will have an idea what the building will be like. So these are two big industries, but ONPASSIVE will use it for security, like someone commented, and many others. It's already, you can check it out.
All right, we'll check that out. Thank you, Pedro, for your two questions. Appreciate it. And Carmela, do you still want to go last, or did you want to go now?
Yeah, can be now.
Okay.
I want to ask two questions. One I will answer, and one I want ask to Francis to answer me.
Go ahead.
The first one is, what is the rule, the domain, and how will it help you?
Okay, how will a domain name help you?
What is a domain?
What is a domain?
What is the rule and what is domain and how it will help you?
All right, so that's a two-part question. What is a domain? Okay, we'll go to the panel and the attendees. What is a domain and how will that domain help you? Go ahead, attendees. Let's have it. Bring it.
All right. Domain is digital signage, Ms. Francis Tay.
Ooh, doggies.
Anybody else?
Anyone else? Jump on that one. Domain
Domain.
is give your identity to your business. Good answer. Any other answers? Come on now, put those thinking caps on. A domain will be absolutely ours as shopping mall name will give to digitally. Well, that's true. Domain gives you a
That was-
digital name.
That was from Sarananda.
Sarananda, yes, yes, yes.
O domain, says Jillian. And Toy Him says brand identity. And Aseta says domain is digital marketing. Mayur says domain shop 24 hours open.
Ooh, good answer. Building your brands, Sina says.
Uh-huh.
All right, any other answers, or should we go back to the one, the only Carmela for the answer?
Okay.
Domain is your digital sign
Okay.
or digital address, which will help you to your successful in your business.
All right, and how will that help you?
And it will help you. It will help me to success in my business.
All right. It's your digital business name, according to Charmaine. Oh, good answer. All right. Well, thank you, Carmela. Since it was a two-part question, does that wrap it up for the questions?
No, I have another one, but it's for Francis because I don't know how to answer.
Okay.
How will people come across to my domain name?
What was the question?
How will people what? Know your domain
Will come
name?
across. How will people come across to my domain name?
All right. Her second
I have
question is how
already
will
answered
people know
before
her
you.
domain name?
I have answered before your question. You see number 2? Before Charmaine answer, my answer.
Oh, there it is. Carmela, domain is also a digital address, so the AI can find you. Ooh, that man is tuned
Thank
in.
you.
Thank you for that, Francis. And let's go over, we'll wrap up with two questions from the one, the only, Mr. Microphone himself. Are you putting your hearing aid in? What are you doing? All right, Chris, go ahead. Unmute if you would, if you don't mind. Are you able to unmute, Chris? It could be the headset. Unmute. Unmute. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, how can Mr. Microphone be having trouble unmuting?
Wow, that's a good question. Chris, here's what I think we're going to do.
You just left, you'll come back.
Yeah, you'll come back in, no problem. Let's have a song from John Barilla. Is that okay with everybody? We'll keep this thing moving along.
There we go. I was having trouble getting unmuted. Okay, I could do that now. That's a good idea. Okay, so I just want to mention about this song. It's another oldie from the 50s, and it's originally a Spanish song, and it was written in 1953 by Pablo Beltran Ruiz. No, I'm sorry, Pablo Beltran Ruiz and Luis Demetrio. And then in 1954, after it was, I guess, already a hit in Spain, it was given English lyrics by Norman Gimbel. And with the English lyrics, it became a big, big international hit. And Dean Martin had the first hit with this song. And the title of the song is Sway. And the fun thing is, it's an up song. It's a love song, but it's an up song. And Carmela's probably going to want to do a little dancing because it's kind of like a marimba kind of a, well, you'll see. It's kind of fun.
All right, before we go to you, John, again, Chris, were you able to unmute?
There we go. Okay.
Chris, keep trying, buddy. One more hi.
There, we did it.
All right, go ahead.
Hello,
Chris.
hello.
Hello,
Can
what's
you hear
up?
me?
2 questions.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So sorry for that. Using my second laptop to talk to everyone here, and on my first laptop would be taking care of the live stream on to YouTube. So, and of course, with all these technicalities, we know that it is mentioned by Mr. Ash since last week. We're anticipating the tech team, professional engineers, to explain to us in presentation form about O-domain. Perhaps it could include OConnect also, the how to live stream and other things that will come our way for our upgrades, etc. Now, my two questions are related to OConnect, and it will be simple. First, it will be addressed to the attendees who are joining now. My question is, let me check my PDF file, which I downloaded the OConnect manual. But you don't need the participants now. You don't need to open that OConnect manual because it is observable in the OConnect that you're watching now. What is the question is, what is the shortcut key for show or hide participants? These are for laptop and desktop devices. So what is the shortcut key for show or hide participants? That is the blue toggle button on the top right. So what is the keyboard shortcut key? Go ahead. And
All right, if I got that right, it was what is the shortcut key for hiding the participants? Is that what you said?
yes, that is
Hiding
for
or
the
showing the
attendees.
participants. That's a good question. So what is the shortcut key on your computer or laptop for hiding or showing participants? So over to the panel and the attendees on this one. Let's hear from everybody.
Alt plus H is Mayor.
Mayor, Alt plus H. Sadananda, Alt plus H. Melanie Marcano, Alt plus H. And I believe Karina says it's a little dot at the top on my right. Oh, I see. And who else?
Any other guesses?
Any other guesses before we go back to the master? Well, all right. There's no other answers. That all being said, Chris, bring it, will you?
Yeah, it is. Mentioned, it is very observable. When you hover your mouse pointer on that blue toggle button on the top right, it says Alt H on your keyboard. So Alt H, Alt H. So that's it. You will be.
But the answer was Alt and H. And
Yeah.
Francis had a little
Yes.
different answer. What did Francis say? Let's go back to Francis. What did Francis say? Oh, disable video icon. Ooh, look at you. Right, Francis.
And Tremaine says, I use Apple, so shortcut key is different. And Iranis says, mine too.
Yes. What was it? I'm not a Mac user. Would you, Charmaine? Could you share it with us in the chat? What is the shortcut key?
It says Carl H. Did you mean to say that? Wait, hold on. It says. She says. Wait. What did Charmaine say? Oh, she didn't answer.
Supposed to be Control H.
Control H.
Charmaine says, oh, she meant to say control. Thank you. Control H.
Yeah, the Mac's a little
CD.
bit different, so it's Control H.
Yeah.
Good answer.
That is it. That is,
All right. Well, all right, then.
CTRL.
All right, we're ready for second
CTRL plus
question.
H. Yes, the
Cool.
second question is for those who are in this joined in the speaker link in the panel. So what is the shortcut key for mute and unmute?
All right, according to Chris, he'd like to know what is the shortcut key for mute and unmute. Whoa, that's a good question. What is the shortcut key on your keyboard for mute and unmute?
Melanie says, if you have your mouse toggle goes out, that's on the desktop. I see. Mel says the mic.
The mic, okay.
Mic option.
Mic option, Sadananda says. Isabel, the mic.
Yeah, perhaps they are using a mobile phone.
Yeah, well, Don Swire says the mic. Eileen says the mic.
Deborah Long.
Microphone, according to Deborah Long.
Okay.
Yes.
so
Now
yes,
we have
volume.
yeah, we already have the sense that most are using the mobile phone, so the question doesn't apply to them. But us having the laptop and desktop, without using the mouse, I can mute myself
Nice.
by Alt M.
Alt M. ALTM, as in Mary or Meshuggah.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you very much for everybody's questions tonight. We're going to go to John Barilla for his song, if we could.
Are we going to do a picture?
We need to do a picture first with everybody's smiling face here.
For the panel at least. Okay?
Yeah, for the panel at least. Let's have some smiles and maybe some action.
Pedro, smile. Pedro. Pedro. We're going to take a picture. Okay, everybody ready? Smile. Oh, very nice.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, that's a keeper there. That's a $50 one if you guys want a copy of it. That's not a $5 one. That's a big one there. All right. Well, thanks. We're gonna go with John's song, and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
For tonight. Okay.
Community time if you want to have it.
Okay.
Let's see. Play it by ear.
Okay. We're gonna play it by ear. Go ahead with your song, John.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, this time I'm sure. Maybe
Okay,
next time.
talk about stepping on an intro when I was, well, okay.
You were pumping, I know.
Yeah, right. I'm ready. That's all right. Anyhow, I was trying to say, get ready to dance, Carmela, because this is kind of you'll see what I mean when you hear the rhythm. And everybody else, if you remember, was an international hit in Spain. Year later, American lyrics, and Dean Martin, my guy from my hometown, made the big hit in America in 1953. Here we go with Sway. When marimba rhythms start to play, Dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you, that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me, move, sway me now. When my rhythm start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze. Yeah, yeah. Bend with me, sway with me. When we dance, you have a way with me. Sway with me, sway with me. When my rhythms start to play, hold me close, make me sway. Like an ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with me. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, stay with me. There you go.
Yay. Go to gallery view. Very nice.
All right, now.
Thank you, John, for making me dancing.
Okay, we've got kind of a choice tonight. We've thought about ending it around 9:30, especially on what question and answer night, right? If we get everybody gets 2 questions in, and if we do that, if anyone wants to head over to OMenu, fine with us. We're trying to cooperate with everybody, and so that everyone gets a chance of whatever they want, wherever they want to be. So that's just a thought. We're happy to stay for community time, or if anyone wants to head over to OMenu.
Isn't today Wednesday, Classroom in Francis Day?
Ooh, that's right, 11 o'clock. Where the heck have I been? Thank you, Mel. Well, like I said, we're going to stay here for community time right now, if that's okay with everybody. We'll do community time. That's right, Wednesday nights at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in sunny Singapore. Francis, she has your back. All right. Well, all that being said, I'll shush for now, and let's go to community time, and we'll do that for about an hour, if that's okay with everybody. All right.
Yeah,
so
Rob, we do a theme song as our exit for YouTube.
that was the
live
last
stream.
thing we were going to
Yeah.
do.
We're still live streaming. I forgot about it.
So why don't we do that now?
Okay.
All right. So we'll go to the famous song that was created by Mr. Barilla and Mr. Tiazone. So
If everybody can keep muted, please.
stay muted, and we'll enjoy the song together. We'll listen twice. 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times a lady.
Hey.
In 1. That's it for the live stream. We're on OConnect only now. And I'd like to apologize for stepping all over myself tonight. I had most everything written down except the real important stuff. So my apologies, Francis, and anyone else that was listening. If you weren't listening, but I'm sure most of you were listening. So let's do some community time. And Lynn has already unleashed the button. And the first person up, I think, is Deborah. Here comes Deborah Long, and she's a member of the deaf community. Hello, Deborah.
All right, anybody else? The speaker request button is enabled.
It's lit.
It's on the bottom of your panel. Just click on it to come to the panel.
All right, now we know there's more of you out there. Come on to the panel.
Here they come.
Here we go.
Don is coming, and Pat Green.
Pat Green in the house.
All right, come on down, you guys.
Come on, let's get that panel up to, what is it, Francis, 24 or 25? Well, I get to ask a question too, you know. There's Dawn Swihart. Hello, Miss Dawn. And let's see who else. There's Deborah coming in.
Is that it?
Oh, come on now. We can do better than that. I didn't scare anybody off, did I? Come on now. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Mayer wanted to say thank you. I think he had to go, but he says thank you, Rob, sir, and Lynn, ma'am.
Mayur, thank you, brother.
All panelists, attendees, always gracious.
Thank you, Mayur.
And he says, see you soon. Thank you.
All righty. We'll, I think we'll get things started while we're at it, because we got kind of a short time, because we all want to go to the 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the one, the only Sifu Francis and company, with the Q&A at lunch. Lunchtime with Sifu Francis. All right, all right, all right. All right, who's going to get things started here? Obviously, I need to shush for a while.
All right.
All right, we're talking roundtable tonight. If you got a question you want to throw out for everybody, do it.
Let's see if we got any questions from the attendees.
The attendees, we're checking in to see if they have any questions.
You guys can ask questions of the panelists at this time as well. Irena has to go. See you, Irena.
See you, Irena. We'll say hello to Pat Green. Pat, Dorothy, go ahead.
I was wondering, have you heard anything yet about how much OConnect is going to cost us and when we can buy another subscription to that?
I can answer both those questions, or Sifu Francis can. I think we attended the same information OP360 today. We don't know the price yet. Francis, go ahead. Go ahead, Francis. Sorry. Go ahead. Oh, you want me to go? All right.
Oh, you can unmute. Oh.
Okay, I'll go ahead. No, we don't know what the price is going to be, and Ash did say we're down to the last 4 days, 5 days before we have to have that information. And what was the second question, please?
Do we know how much it's going to be?
We do not.
Okay.
So I'm just full of answers, aren't I?
That's all right. I haven't got a chance to listen to the round table from today, so I just thought I'd ask.
They've also published a recap already as well.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Easy reading.
In the back office.
It's in the back office.
I'll look.
All right. Good stuff there. Deborah's still. Deborah, if you can, see if you can refresh if you can hear us. Oh, she can't hear us.
I mean, but she'll figure out she's buffering.
Okay, she'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, who else wants to blast me? Come on, I can take it. I can take it.
Or any comments about, OP360?
Go ahead, Dawn. We're all ears.
Doesn't have to be.
I mean, I haven't gone back and listened to what was written up that Ash had said. I mean, did he say anything about extending OConnect, or just wait and see what happens at the end of the month?
He didn't say a word about extensions, and
Okay.
in previous OP360s and the corporate webinar that he held, he said point blank there'll be no more extensions. Now,
Okay.
whether he's changed his mind or not, I don't want to hazard a guess there.
Right.
But we are down to the wire, and we do need to know pretty soon.
Right.
Wouldn't surprise me if we have a corporate webinar within the next few days. It would not
Okay.
surprise me at all. But to answer your question, that's where we're at for now. He did talk about briefly that it's not $10 million that's to be paid out. It's $37 million.
Oh, okay. That's big savings, huh?
Well, that's a fair amount of change for sure.
Yeah.
And he did say that those will be starting to go out this week. He did say that. I wrote that one down. So the funds, and it doesn't matter whether it's crypto.
Next week.
Like I said, next week. I meant to say next week. Next week, the funds will be flowing. That's what he said.
It seems like the month has gone fast, but
Well, this month went by like a streak.
yeah, it did.
And we, I think most of us here on RobLynnLive have been all wrapped up in OConnect. And we may have lost sight of some of this stuff as the month went on. I know I have.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where I was tonight, as was obvious. And I had good notes up until the last 10 minutes, and then I just stepped all over myself. So we'll do better tomorrow night, unless I get fired tonight.
Well, you've had a busy week. You've had a lot going on. Are you going to join Chris?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we'll be driving to Orlando. I'm expecting, based on the numbers that we're hearing, it could likely be over 100.
Wow.
And they've made arrangements at the so far it's at Golden Corral, but Ash came up with an alternate. His alternate's a little pricey. It's got two, instead of like Golden Corral's got $1 sign for how much it costs. His place has 2 or 3. It's a Brazilian steakhouse, which is probably wonderful.
Yeah, I bet.
But my only concern is, can the masses afford to go to a place like that?
Right.
So we'll see. I had my input. There's another steakhouse called, there's 2 of them. If they wanted to do steakhouse, they're not buffets, was the Longhorn. And we'd be willing to donate our gift card from there to everybody to get people, if they wanted to go. And then there's also, other than Longhorn, well, there's McDonald's, but we're not doing McDonald's. I hate to break it to everybody. Not going to do McDonald's. We might do the McDonald's parking lot and walk across to Longhorn, but there's a lot of restaurants in that area, but those are more touristy type without being high priced.
Yeah.
Be honest. Like people that go to Golden Corral, they're looking for a lot of feed and not much seed. In other words, they don't want to pay much for a lot. And at $11.99, you're not going to get a prime steak. I hate to break it to everybody. You're going to get macaroni and cheese and steak and maybe some mushrooms and onions and a salad. But other than that, I think it'll be kind of plain Jane fare. So, but I'm good with plain Jane because it's not about eating. It's about meeting.
Right. That's the important part.
For 100 people to meet in Florida would be absolutely marvelous. We're actually going to leave several hours in advance because the traffic from where we are to Disney can really jam you up. Mm-hmm. A 2-hour ride can take 5, and we'd hate to miss the entire thing by leaving later. So, but so far, there's people coming from as far as Miami, which is 200 miles away, and Tampa and Orlando and up in the Panhandle, Jacksonville. I mean, people are coming to this thing, and I think we're going to blow the numbers up pretty good. Georgia had 30 people. Mm-hmm. My prediction is we likely could hit 100 or more.
Wow.
So we'll see.
That'll be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of the variety of people that are here in Florida. Some some people that you've never heard of that are really, as Marty says, diamonds in the rough. I've talked to some of them on the phone. They're really sparklers, as I call them. Not necessarily diamonds in the rough, but they sparkle. Everywhere they go, they bring the ONPASSIVE vision with value along with them, and that makes them, to me, a sparkler. So we'll see. And yeah, we'll just have to see. Let's see. Was it Mel or John next? Ladies first, John? Mel. Go ahead, Mel. Go ahead. Mel.
Thank you. Further to what Don was asking. Okay, so say it's kind of like an open-ended question, but let's say, because the month end is just about 6 days away, so nothing has happened, like no extension, and we are pending because mine is due to be renewed like everybody else on the month end. should we go ahead and renew if we haven't heard anything?
Well, my question back to you would be, how do you know how much to pay? How can you renew if you don't know how much to pay?
That's exactly where I was heading. Like, so we just leave it. I know it's an open-ended and it's a silly question, but it's, just to keep in the loop.
Well, it's certainly one of the questions I would have asked today if I was on the panel with Chris, Marty, and Red. That would have been one of my first questions to Ash. But they may have thought he was going there, in his conversation. It seemed like he was leading up to things and then just went the other way a little bit. So I'm not real sure, if he was going to blurt that out just yet, but it would be nice to know.
Yeah, because I want to, sorry, Vince. I was just going to ask, maybe you can answer that for me too. I was just going to ask, so can I continue depositing? I think I asked that in Francis's classroom last week. So I have a little bit in my account. I don't want to withdraw. Can I keep putting in the pot then? Can I keep depositing?
Well, you can always keep depositing, like Francis just gave you a thumbs up. That's true.
All right, thank you.
And that way you don't have to worry about whether you have enough funds in the pot.
Yeah, I know Francis answered that last week, but I love to ask just to make sure.
Well, it hasn't changed. That's for sure. Francis, John had his hand up. We'll go John and then you, if that's okay. Francis?
Yeah.
Thank you. Over to you, John.
There we go. Well, also today, the word commissions was used, and I think it's caused some confusion because I've gotten several questions, and people were even typing in the RobLynn chat today about the money that's coming next week. Commissions. My question is, well, I think that's the money of those of us that have put in to withdraw, that we've been waiting for, that we haven't gotten. Those are commissions. Those from commissions. I have a feeling if he's talking about next week, that's what the money that's coming to us founders next week. I'm not so sure it's as you refer to it as the global distribution. Is that the words you use? I'm not so sure that it's the commissions from the global distribution that we're all waiting for. And I think people are confused about that. And I'm wondering myself, are we waiting for the money that we've already put in for that we haven't gotten within the period of 2 weeks to whatever it was supposed to be? Or are we actually waiting for the global commissions?
Well, it would be my thought that we're not waiting for the global commissions because we have no idea when that's coming.
Exactly.
I mean, it would just be speculation, and I don't want to speculate anymore. My speculation arms are worn out, so I don't want to speculate anymore. I just want to see the action of what actually is going to happen. It would be my gut feeling that it's the commissions that people have been owed since September the 1st. That would be my gut feeling.
Right, and mine's not even from September the 1st because I just put mine in about three weeks ago or so. But I just noticed that this was a question and people were actually typing in chats and that right away. They were talking about we're getting paid next week. So I just wanted to bring it up here because I was a little confused myself, but I don't believe it would be. I think we're waiting for what we were waiting for before is now going to be released to us next week or so.
Well, that's my thinking too. Before we go to you, Francis, I do want to mention, I know of several people who tomorrow is the 15th day and it's supposed to be payout within 10 to 15 days. And I'll be touching base with these fine folk and I'll report back to you guys tomorrow night if that's of any help or any reassurance. And go ahead, Francis. Francis.
Let me answer Mel's question. Even though we have the money to pay now, the system will not be activated. Right? Nobody will be able to renew unless the system is activated. So the system cannot activate for individual. They need to be across to every one of us. Not everybody can activate. So it will be very confused. So who is paying, who is not paying. So the activation will be all across the board for those who already activated the last 3 months or those who are extension 1 month, right? And also regard to the last few days now we have, no, I don't think the commission will solve the problem, because the commission will be given inside the wallet for you to withdraw, and it will be still have to wait for 10 days, right? It won't solve the buying subscription problem, the issue. So I think Ash did say a few times that there will be a bonus coming in, right? And I think that one, that one is the only answer for the AI to take the money and renew for us straight away without us going in to renew ourselves. So that one to happen is putting the money back into the wallet, whatever money available, enough for the next 3 months subscription, because the instruction from the update said that this will be the last expansion, right? So there's no more extension. So if there's no more extension, then there need to be some activation action going on by having the money. So he did say that there's a bonus coming in. So as a business, putting on a business mindset, I think we really need to pray for the company. Whatever step they take is going to slow down many of us, because many of us don't even know how to, even, for example, if they activate the old verified and old domain, many of us are not able to understand how to go about it. So it's still a lot of guidance need to be done. So this few days, in my opinion, the only easy way for all of us, one goal, is to, as will fulfill what he said, that the bonus will come and will be enough for us to renew. The AI will take the money to renew automatically, right? The commission is a separate thing. Even the commission comes, have to wait for 10 days, right? First of all, you need to withdraw first before you wait for 10 days, right? So there's a lot of action going on. So that one is complicated. So I think the product, along with the renewal, the product will release and then come with a bonus before the end of the month. That's my take. Right?
That's a lot to happen in just 5 short days, Francis.
A lot to happen. Yeah.
6 short days. You got the weekend involved too. So that'd be kind of cool if that all fell into place with not just the commissions, but whatever the bonus is that has been talked about now for many months. That would be the way for AI to handle, because you're going to have some people that may not have any funds in the withdrawal. The bonus will be of help as well. All righty. Mel, did you want to add something?
Yeah, I was just going to say we may have Christmas in spring. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Ash had mentioned at one time, maybe 1, 2 months or 3 months even. He said that into the last meeting that we were on. I remembered him saying that. So maybe it's around spring, who knows? The commission thing. Or the pool, whatever it is.
Right, and also the A-bomb, he mentioned that today, but we haven't heard anything in specifics about the A-bomb. Be nice to know. My only concern on there being a bonus, does that bonus go right in the wallet, or does that bonus go right to, crypto or a checking or a savings account already? I think it has to go in the wallet and be released. What's your take, Francis?
Go to the funding wallet.
Whereas the funding wallet will pay for any renewals. Is that where you're going with that? Yeah.
Right.
I agree. All right. Did you want, let's see, do you want Cecil maybe to teach us something?
What happened to
She's
Deborah?
still buffering. She's still buffering.
Buffering. But Cecil, maybe you want to teach a few signs.
I can see you. I can see you.
Oh, Deborah, you can see, but you can't teach us, right? Deborah, you
I
can't
want
see
to.
to teach.
Yeah. Okay.
Strange. Did you try refreshing?
Refreshing. Okay.
Yeah. Try that first.
Try that. That may get your picture in here
Your
because it's
picture
showing
is
both are
okay.
showing your microphone and your camera.
It says you can talk and
Okay.
the camera's on, but it's just buffering.
Well,
Try.
I'm trying to find the word here.
Oh, give up. In the meantime, Francis wants to speak. Over
Francis, go ahead, sir.
We'll have to try again.
I want to just say something. Is my personal opinion for a company that size of ONPASSIVE. I think the customer like us, the old founder, the affiliate, we have too much demanding. We demand too much. Therefore, we may not see the operation. The operation side. The operation side now is very crucial. Is which step they're going to take, and the founder or the affiliate will jump into a different conclusion. You know, if he give you a bonus, then we think that everything is okay. But operation doesn't work that way. You give you the bonus now, it solves the current problem, but it doesn't solve the future problem. The future problem is we need the old domain to come. We need the global pool to release. These are the two crucial ones. Because the global pool have no sponsor, no guidance. They have been sitting there for months. Just like us, we are waiting for the commission, for the withdrawal. No, we have two parties giving a lot of stress to ourselves and the company. So that's just for your info. We do need the domain name to activate so that we can go and sort out our own domain. Then AI can go and market for us. Then we can have our own commission, our own customer, our own network, built on it. Currently, without the domain name, we have nowhere to start except for the global pool to give us a customer. Nowhere to start. Because we tell people, go to onpassive.com, it belongs to the global pool, the customer. So we have nowhere to start unless we go out and market ourselves. That's where our own individual network customer. So here, Ash, although he looked very cool, I think he's trying to give us good encouragement that he's still in control. Don't worry, even though the two bank is giving trouble, he say we will solve the problems as soon as possible, probably next week. So let's take a step back and maybe those of you who are believe in God, just pray for the company and pray for the tech team. Remember, he did sound out certain staff or employee are in our same boat waiting for payment. Okay, he did say that employee and staff are also waiting for payment. So he's a lot of things under the stress. So let's not demand too much. I mean, unfortunately, our withdrawal is delayed, because now we know that the situation with the bank. But in business-wise, for the future, the global pool need to come, the old domain need to come. Okay, then we start our own business. Right? Otherwise, another extension, we are nowhere. We are back to square one. Okay, thank you.
So just to reiterate what you said, or maybe rephrase it a little, without moving forward with the bonus and whatever the global pool is, without domain, we haven't moved forward much.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
and we need to move forward soon, so that the withdrawal will happen on a regular basis, like has been promised. and that we will have the funds available to us either through the global program where the distribution of folks that have already signed up, at least for the 3 free products, will be assigned to someone, and that's important. All right. Mel, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, as far as what Francis is saying, it's not like I know so much, but believing in God, yes, it's a good thing. Because we are not working really. We are not working. We are not doing the work in ONPASSIVE. We are we are here for us to do something good, and all we have to do is to wait. Because ONPASSIVE is the one working for us, right? So before ONPASSIVE, let's say we didn't have the money to do certain things. So why not wait until Ash give us the green light, And that's when we can be, not that will make us happy, but that's when we can move forward, right? Because for me, I was gonna quit my job at a certain time. Then I realized, okay, I quit my job, and who am I gonna be leaning on? So I think the best thing for us to do is to find little things that we can be engaged in and then just wait. It's not going anywhere. It's there. We see the progress already. We just have to keep waiting. And I'm happy that it is taking a little while because I am able to at least put something in the pot, like deposit something, put it up for wet days. So when the right products come our way, then at least I know I have something to pay for it. So it's a good thing. The lingering is good for me, really and truly. Thank you.
And patience is a virtue. I know you've heard that till you're blue in the face. Patience is a virtue, and now is a good time to have a little more patience. And this thing could all explode and go nuts in 4 or 5 days. I mean, things like this have happened in the stock market and other businesses. So, hey, we are in for the ride of our lives, and we're just maybe more ready for it than we're just ready. We're ready. Inside ourselves, we're ready. So go ahead. Let's see. Who did you have there?
We're going to have two people teach signs today. The first is going to be 𝗥cie𝘂, and then we're going to have Deborah teach. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to try using the side view. So what it means is that the deaf person will be in the big square or rectangle, and then all of us will be in the little tiny squares or rectangles on the right side. So it's important that everyone keep mute, because if you unmute, then the camera will go on you instead of the deaf person teaching, okay? So be sure you mute, everyone mute, but the deaf teacher should be unmuted, open to speak, okay? Ready? We're gonna start with 𝗥cie𝘂. Everybody mute? Did everybody mute? Okay, everybody finished mute. Okay, 𝗥cie𝘂 will start.
Hello? Hi. 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 Hello? 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 Goodbye. 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 Búa. 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 No. 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 Búa. Phượng. 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 Búa. Phượng.
All right, all right, all right.
Okay, so that was more full, F-U-L-L, full. What else did he show us? More full and
Hello.
hello and hi, H-I or hi. And then I think one more. What was the other sign? One more. I'm missing. Oh, enough.
Enough.
Enough. This handshake and this handshake. Enough. All right. And he said thank you, right? At the end. At the end, he said thank you. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Cecil.
So now we go to Deb.
Hello, here I am. I thought maybe thinking about something related to ONPASSIVE, what we learned for platform. Ash like to give us the prize look. Surprise. And most often, they talk about technology. Everything is technology for us old folks. Never like to learn. You learn. Your job, to your brain. Learn. We were taught to be patient while we wait. To use your phone, iPhone, the letter I, iPhone, the laptop, computer, laptop. That's it.
Yay, let's clap. Clap for her. And Cecil and Deb both. Yay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I don't see any other hands. Did anybody want to raise their hand? Or Chris, are you just practicing or what?
Surprise.
Surprise.
I know. Let's take a picture with that. That's a cute sign. We'll take a picture. Okay, hold on. So everybody gonna sign surprise, and you make your facial expression surprise. Okay. 1, 2, 3, surprise. Let's see. Did everybody do it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's another $50 picture. That ain't gonna be a $5 one. I can tell you that.
Good job. All right.
That was good. That's good. Is DL around or is he resting tonight? Dawn.
He just got off a conference.
Oh, okay.
I could give you a little tip tonight.
Oh yeah, health tip.
Well, it's not really a health tip, but it's kind of helping to organize your kitchen with your healthy foods.
Okay, good. Go for it.
So when I bring my dry products home that are in boxes, everything goes in a jar. And it stays and it lasts forever. I mean, not forever, but it just stays nice and doesn't get stale, and it's nice and fresh. And sometimes I'll put a little label on it so I know what is what. But I put all my cereals in a jar even. I get the big 2-quart jars for the cereal. And I pick up odd jars for, like this big jar here I have. I picked up at a discount place, but I put tortilla chips and things in that to keep them fresh. And there's even a chalk paint you can put on the lid on the top, where you can write with chalk what's in it. You know, if you have a lot of little jars with different types of 𝗥cie𝘂𝗯𝗹𝗲 or sesame seeds, or I mean, just all different kinds of stuff, and you can label them. But that's the best way to store your foods. Keep them fresh for a while, and get rid of the boxes and recycle them, and organize your cupboards.
Now, is it better to put them in jars versus, let's say, quart baggies of frozen baggies, freezer bags?
Well, if you're freezing them, put them in a freezer bag. But
Well,
I like a jar because they stay dry. They don't put, they don't get moisture in them. And but I guess whatever you prefer. I mean, if I don't put my jar, well, I do put some jars in the refrigerator with things that I need to refrigerate, that like my flaxseed, my ground flaxseed, I'll store that in the refrigerator in a jar, and my garlic and a few other things. But so that's my tip.
That's a good tip. I like the jar thing. Where do you get the bigger jars? You say at discount stores?
Well, I get my 2-quart ones at the hardware store in the canning section.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they've got a great assortment there. But I like to go to antique shops, and I mean, it's amazing the things you can pick up that people want to get rid of. And I mean, this one jar is quite old, and I found that in an antique shop, and didn't cost me just a couple bucks. And it's so it's just a great way to store your dry goods.
All right.
All right.
Do we have anybody else? Because we've got about 41 and a half minutes. Oh, no, 41, exactly 41 minutes until the Q&A with Sifu Francis. Do we want to take maybe a coffee or a tea break and head on over to Francis at 11? What do you guys think?
I don't know how you find him. I think he's on such an old woman.
All right. Well, it looks like Mel is up next and last. Go ahead, Mel.
Don, you're right though. With the jars, you can get the big jars at. I don't know if you guys have the bulk ban over in the United States. Maybe it's called something different. Sorry. Like here we have what is called a bulk ban, where you can get all your dry peas, dry products, and then there's also the big jars, or the different sizes. They're inexpensive. And if you're storing like greens and things on the fridge, if you go to the grocery store, they have little packs of bags, like netted bags with pull string. When you store your green veggies in the bin, in the refrigerator, it stays very, very fresh for a long time. But it's the little, what do you call it? I just mentioned it. The mesh bags with the pull strings. So when you put like lettuce and other greens in there, it lasts for a very long time, rather than keeping it open up in the bin in your refrigerator. I experimented that and I tell people about it and they like the idea. So just wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Over to Carmela. Let's see. Carmela or Chris? Chris first? Okay. Go ahead, Chris. Are you having mic trouble again?
Hello.
Hello,
Can you hear me now?
you're audible.
Yes. I forgot to enable the sound settings microphone. So there's a song here I'd like to play. Please, if you allow me to be co-host until Lynn.
Sure. The first one, right? Or the second one?
I'm gonna raise my virtual hand.
Oh, okay.
So
Make you host, yeah?
yeah, co-host and
Co-host.
at least so that I could share the video.
Okay.
So here it is. I already copied the URL link and prepare to unmute the blue button on the top right. And here it goes. Surprise, surprise.
Oh.
love with you. I say, you can sing along. You know the lyrics, sing along. I can love all in love with you.
Very nice. Very nice. Frank Rowe in the house. Thank you for that. All right. All right. Now, that's not a bad way, not too shabby way to say goodnight, huh? All right. We hope we got to everybody this evening who wanted to speak. And again, Don, did you want to say something before we go bye-bye?
And then just for you guys to know, there is a link to Frank's recording, the songs, in the upper left-hand corner in the push a link. It's also in the chat if you would like to have the recording of his song. Last call. Anybody want to speak?
Don, did you want to add anything to tonight?
Yeah, I just want to say I'm excited. There's a lot of good things right around the corner here. Also, for John Barilla, Frank Rose, our neighbor there, John, he's right in West Virginia there, right around the corner from me. So hopefully I'll be able to meet him someday. He looks like a great guy. So, but I'm excited for everything that's ready to break loose, basically. So that's it for me.
All right, brother. Have a good night. And those of you who can make it on over to at 11 Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon in sunny Singapore. Let's go to Carmela for a wrap-up. Go ahead, Carmela.
I want to say thank you. All the songs, it was excellent for me. I love it. Thank you very much to all of you. Francis to help me with the question, and to all the.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good.
All right. I think we covered each and every one of you who had something. And we'll see everybody, if you can make it, over there to Sifu Francis and Q&A at lunchtime. So it's lunchtime at noon, 11 p.m. our time on the East Coast. So thank you, everybody. And again, excuse me for mumbling, stumbling, and bumbling tonight, but I'll have more things written down to where I don't do that tomorrow. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Salute to all veterans. Salute to all active duty military around the globe. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.